Language. We use it every day, but rarely do we pause to ask, is language just a tool for expressing thought, or does it actually shape what we are capable of thinking? In this video, we'll explore what philosophers, neuroscientists, and linguistics have discovered about how language forms and limits our thoughts. No fluff, no empty claims, let's get into the evidence. Section 1. The Sapir-Whorf Hypothesis, Language and Reality. One of the most discussed theories is the Sapir-Whorf Hypothesis, or linguistic relativity. Edward Sapir and Benjamin Lee Whorf proposed that the language you speak influences how you perceive the world. For example, Whorf studied the Hopi language and argued that unlike English, it treats time not as a sequence of discrete units, past, present, future, but as a continuous process. His claim, this affects how Hopi speakers experience time itself. Important note, modern linguistics have debated the strength of this claim. It's not that speakers of different languages can't think certain thoughts, but that their language nudges them towards seeing the world in particular ways. Section 2. Scientific Studies, How Words Affect Perception. Let's leave theory for a moment and look at the hard data. First, color perception studies. In the early 2000s, researchers like Paul Kay and Brent Berling found that people from cultures with more color words, say for blue and green separately, were quicker to distinguish shades between those colors than people whose language used just one word for both, direction and space. The Kuuk Thaayorre people of Australia don't use words like left or right. Instead, they always use cardinal directions: north, south, east, west. This means from childhood they develop a remarkable sense of orientation. When asked to arrange story cards in sequence, they lay them out from east to west, aligning with the sun's movement, no matter where they are. Counting and numbers. Some Amazonian tribes like Piraha don't have fixed numbers, words beyond one or a few. Cognitive scientists found that the limits their ability to perform exact arithmetic, not because of intelligence, but because their language doesn't encode the concept. Number 3. Philosophy and boundaries of thought. Now let's connect this to philosophy. Ludwig Wittgenstein famously wrote, "The limits of my language mean the limits of my world." He believed that language defines what we can meaningfully talk about, and by extension, what we are clearly thinking about. Example, if your language doesn't have a word for a concept, it can be harder to notice or describe the concept. Though of course, new experiences can still force you to invent new terms. This links to George Orwell's famous idea in 1984 that controlling language, newspeak, can control thought. The fewer words you have, the fewer rebellious thoughts you can form. Section 4. Does language trap us, or can we break free? Modern research suggests that while language guides perception, it doesn't absolutely trap us. Bilinguals often report that they feel like different people in different languages, and learning new languages has been shown to increase cognitive flexibility. Your brain becomes better at switching between perspectives. So, does language shape the way you think? The answer is yes, but it doesn't control you. Your words create mental habits. But by learning new language and expanding your vocabulary, you expand your mind's possibilities. If this video made you think, consider subscribing for more exploration of how words, ideas, and culture shape our world. Thanks for watching.